So there's their scores. At least we have their record, but
what's who we got? You're up.
So we're on?
You're on, Brent.
Oh, wait.
Nope.
Oh, we are on.
You are on, yes.
Oh, hey, it's all beautiful night here in Heber City, Utah. Thanks for joining us here. We are in the nest at Wasatch High School girls basketball, and we have a tip-off. The host, Wasatch Wasps, hosting the Park City Miners. Ken Purdy with us tonight here on Stingtv. Thanks for joining us. Corey Lang here running things, and we're going to have a fun night, Ken.
Yep, it's always fun when we have Park City in town, Brent.
And there's the first shot of the night. Park City controlled the tip. They're going to control that little rebound and scores
and
quickly.
An easy two. Yep, an easy two when you don't box out.
Leah Yeager, first points of the night. Wasatch coming off a string of wins. We know very little about Park City.
Except for 3 losses.
They've lost 3, but to some pretty good teams.
Yep.
So
3 games, 3 losses.
And that's a block shot. Oh, and they are going to call that foul, it looks like. And that looks like it's going to be on Feely. Feely,
yep.
The freshman phenom, Feely Liava'a.
Great
There's
pronunciation.
your replay on that. Wow, it just almost looked like it, but just a little follow through the hand there.
Yep. Misses the front end. So losses for Park City, Brent. You said some good teams. It looks like they're West Jordan lost 55-25, substantial losses.
Yeah, they're losing by a few. Yeah.
Big loss to Cottonwood, and then they a little closer to Tooele, 32-25, and looked like in OT. So playing a little tighter.
The story for the Park City Miners, of course, that they do have a new coach this year. And there is another steal for the Miners. A moment ago, we saw Lily Hunt hit 1 of her 2 free throws. So the early lead for the Miners is 3-0. Here in this early of the first quarter, and there's a turnover. Wasatch will come up with it. So, Ken, you're seeing the Wasatch girls for the first time?
First time, yeah.
I've only seen them once. What you can know about them, of course.
Well, I know the head coach really well. Coach Hull is a basketball junkie, and that's a nice bucket by the freshman.
Feely for 2.
Who, by the way, leads or is in top 3 of almost every category Wasatch has. This young lady.
Feely Liava'a, a multi-sport athlete. Played volleyball earlier this season for the Wasps. But again, for this basketball team, a starter.
Yeah,
you don't see that too often.
That is a great pass. You know,
Kenneth Gardner gets her own rebound. Going to kick it out to her sister and puts it
bucket. Nice. That's a nice job.
I think you're going to see that a lot. Those 2 sisters working together.
No foul called, and Feely gets the steal. Nice easy bucket. Coming alive a little bit here, Brent.
That is 6 points straight. Wasatch on a 6-0 run, and very often it is caused by that little half-court, 3/4 court trap.
Disrupts them a little bit. They weren't able to do that early in the game because they were bringing it down.
3-point attempt by Park City. Oh,
and you know,
great hustle there.
And we're just observing here, and so it's that's a nice play. So look at, and that wasn't a foul, Brent. I really thought that they should have blown the whistle on that one, and she just ran into Feely.
That's going to be the theme, is if Park City can handle that little half-court, 3/4 court trap. Once again, Ashley Garner.
Very nice. Sisters have played a lot of ball together, know each other, and they're back in the trap again. And it's a turnover for Park City. So observing, and I got to say this, Park City lineup is quite small. However, the biggest girl on the team as far as height is 45, and she brings the ball up. She's the best ball handler. So interesting.
Very interesting, yeah. Park City.
Not conventional by any means.
Park City, there's a great pass once again. Ashley
and
Garner.
and she crashes the board. Nobody boxes her out. No foul, and it's a ball back to Wasatch.
Park City, we mentioned earlier, and we'll let you know, they are now this year under new first-year head coach. His name is David Winkworth, but he likes to go by Coach Vito, and there's Ashley Garner again. Dominating the post right now. That
nice
is
job.
A 10-0 run.
And she's just live. She's she's not a, sometimes you get a bigger player that just kind of lumbers in there, they get it. And Ashley is very live. Her feet moves, she's active and athletic. Both the Garner girls are really athletic.
We talked a little bit with Coach Hull, and here's that replay. Sponsored by Gucci Goo Barbecue. And there's Garner again. Just a little
nice
montage of Garner.
Yeah, that's just some
highlights.
touch, huh? And there's the steal. Nice under-controlled. She used her left hand on that?
I don't know.
Coach Lane, did you see that? Did she use her left hand on the left-handed layup? Boy, you used to have to do that for
We'd
hours
run
in
sprints
practice.
if we didn't use our left hand.
Look at that. Just athletic. Keeps the ball high, doesn't put it back on the ground.
Great job with the replays there, Coach. We were talking, as we mentioned, and here is that. Now it's more full court press. Another turnover.
Just dribbled it right into the trap. And
that was Katy Perry that time with the steal, kind of a block, almost like a volleyball block.
Yeah.
So Wasatch on a 10-0 run. Park City with 3 quick points early. And since then, it has been all Wasatch and nothing from outside the paint.
Yeah,
Ken.
And you know what? And the ball, that's a nice shot that just didn't drop. You guys stay with it, and a little collision down there.
That was a collision of big girls against a little girl.
So impressive how Wasatch moves the ball around. Their passing is crisp. A lot of bounce passes, which it's going to be safe. I see. I always refer. I did a lot in the boys' games back in my day. But it is tough to throw that overhead pass. These girls pass really well.
Leah Yeager was fouled on that. She had great position on the rebound. So this time Park City, that is 3 in a row turnovers on the press.
And unfortunately 45, I guess I should get her name, Ava Kimchi. She brings it down. We talked about her earlier being the bigger player on the taller of the player, but bringing it down. She threw the pass and then wondered why the girl wasn't there. That's a nice move to the
Another
bucket.
drive.
Nice
that
move.
time Katy Perry using her left hand.
Yeah. Fundamentally sound. I like it. And there Park City just went right at the press, and that's how you break it.
Great drive.
You got to be
right
aggressive.
There.
You got to be aggressive.
That's number 2, Lida Lyles, with a great drive, and she's going to get rewarded with a couple of free throws, Ken.
Nice job. And again, you have to attack that zone, and they didn't allow Wasatch to get set up, and they went right at it.
That is going to be a little bit of early foul trouble.
I talked
Here's
to
the replay on the Katy Perry drive.
That is a great drive. I talked to Coach Hull before the game, and she goes, I encourage my girls to do that. If they see an opening, I'm not gonna tether them to the offense. They can go ahead and take it to the hole, and that's exactly what they did there.
Very interesting free throw technique there.
She got that one to fall.
She's a full 1.5 feet behind the free throw line.
I've been there, Brent. I've been there my freshman year trying to cast it and not having the strength, and I was always going over the line. So step back a little bit.
That is the first point for the Miners.
Great cut.
And there's a big pass steal once again.
It's like number 40, Amelia Brown just checked in, and she's the one that threw that.
There's a pass.
And she's a recipient of a great pass from Feely, and that one goes off of her hands and out of bounds. It looks like also we have Reagan Price just checked in as well.
A little stop in the action here.
So number 40, Amelia Brown checks in. The the good look. I mean, I would have thrown the ball there too, but it was just a little bit late. And then she gets that turnover, and then when it goes off her fingertips.
There's
that was
another steal once again. Katy Perry.
Feely
is going to drive.
And she went right-handed. We won't knock her on that. Done that before. Park City is aggressive. They don't back down, and that's a nice pass.
Yeah, we were mentioning that earlier. The Miners with the new coach, Coach Vito, and we talked a little bit to Coach Hull again. Many things we spoke with Coach Hull, and she thinks he's doing a great job with the team, and the girls look like they're vested and they're in it. So another give and go.
Great,
wow, beautiful.
Great pass. And
Amelia Brown.
So impressed with that.
She's come in and definitely made another steal on the press. No, Park City will keep it. Shot off and just a little off the mark.
Garner is so athletic.
Here's the replay. Here's Feely driving, kicking it to Brown. That's just a nice little give and go there.
Great pass, but you have to be a good receiver too. And she got her hand open. She had that girl on her back hip where it needs to be, and they dropped it right in there. So impressed with this Wasatch squad off. First impression.
Izzy Palmer also, I don't know if you mentioned her. Izzy Palmer is in the game for Wasatch. There's a three-point attempt by Palmer, no good. And here comes quickly down the court. Park City with a shot, quick. That's Leah Yeager. Yeager hustles, she is quick. So here comes the freshman Feely, gets the pass. Surprised even Brown herself.
She's so open and a nice feed. Great pass.
Houston with a great pass.
And you know what? I like how she set her feet.
Ashley Garner once again.
Wow.
Brutal rebound, offensive rebound, and the putback.
And she's going to get the steal there too.
Once again, I think we started talking about that for the first thing with Coach Hull. She was mentioning, we were asking about.
Great
There's
feed.
the replay. There's the shot by Brown.
Turn and square. Coach, we talked about this the other night. Turn and square and put it right up.
Love how Garner uses her body just a little bit to get herself some space. But she was talking about Ashley Garner, and I said, she's still young, junior. What is she, where's she at with her progress? And Coach Hull says, oh, my gosh, we're just barely scratching the surface with this girl.
Very raw.
Kenna, also her sister, who is a senior, but she says both are just making great strides. Wow. Another turn and shoot there that time by Garner, no good.
Another great entry pass by, and then I've got number 2. I've got Reagan Price, number 2 for Wasatch.
Okay, gotcha.
And then Ava Collette has checked in, and Houston just stole the ball. Active. These girls are active, athletic, active. Not afraid to mix it up, but neither is Park City. They're not backing down. Good job. And that was
a block shot, looked like.
Yep.
One of the players we may not see tonight is typical, one of the point guards, either the 6th person off the bench but is Cicely Clark, and I'm not sure what the story is. There's once again Ashley Garner.
Automatic.
Absolutely dominating in the paint. That is 10 points here in this first quarter.
I thought Wasatch touched it.
Wondered if Amelia Brown had touched
that.
Yeah,
it looked like it did, but ref was standing right there.
So 3.9 seconds, Ken, on the clock here. Wasatch with an opportunity to expand this little lead. It looks like they're not going to get it down quick enough.
They're going to get pressed too.
Liz Houston the chance. And doesn't get the shot off. Huge quarter for
impressive.
Wasatch.
You say slow start, but just for a little bit, right? Park City goes up 3-zip, and then we just come back and just fire off, right thing. So some of our sponsors that we have not done a good job in the last couple games are Labrum Chevrolet, Gucci Goo Barbecue, the Phone Doc. Gucci Goo. Have you guys tried Gucci Goo?
Oh yes.
I'm telling you what, I do my own brisket because nobody else has moist enough. It's always dried out. Not that place. That puts mine to shame. That is.
They meet your expectations.
Yes,
huh?
yes.
All right.
And that's hard to do because there's a barbecue place everywhere, and it's not done very well very often. that one does it.
We want to thank all our sponsors here. Stingtv, here's some replays. We're going to go ahead and call that. That was early on for Feely. And that's Ashley Garner.
Yeah, that's
one of
just
her
body
10
control,
points.
right? You know, you like a player to square up, but she's just got such good body control. She doesn't push it. She doesn't flip it. She shoots it in. Man, she's very athletic.
Right now, you would have to say, Ken, there's just a bit of a size mismatch.
Well, and I think athleticism too, Brent. I mean, Wasatch is definitely the more athletic of both teams. Doesn't mean Park City's not scrappy.
Feely.
Look at that. And 5's all over her. I mean,
that's just a little isolation one-on-one. And you mentioned she's leading in categories. One of those is steals, right?
Yep.
And Feely super, super active. There's the shot this time, just off the front of the rim.
And you haven't mentioned
Ava Kinchy.
You mentioned none of our buckets have been, from the outside, but 3 of our girls are shooting. Katy Perry is shooting 62% from threes. So
yes.
So that is it. Feely is 55%, and McKenna Gardner is 58%. I'll take those odds.
For those new to us here on Stingtv this season, there's a shot. That was a three-pointer by Katy Perry.
Yep.
Just off the front of the rim. But for those new, yes, you do see a shot clock on the backboards, both backboards. Shot clock brand new here to the state. It's a statewide. I think they're still calling it an experiment.
Really?
But I'm pretty sure it's here to stay, yeah.
You know, the other thing I noticed, well, first of all, I didn't notice it until halftime of the first game. And then, the other thing I like is the clock's right there.
Yeah.
Above it, so the running time is there as well. It's a 3.
Three-point attempt, no good by Houston. Feely with the offensive board, in and out. And that's McKenna Garner fighting for the rebound. But it is still loose. Brown comes up with it, and Feely drives and makes the bucket.
Very nice control.
Feely now with her own scoring night. She's got a couple of buckets.
The Minor
22-4. Boy, it is still Minor's just not able to get in for a shot.
They are scrappy though. They're not backing down.
And I believe this is what teams are seeing everywhere that Wasatch plays. Mm-hmm. They did lose a heartbreaker the other night by 1 to Viewmont. We'll go over their schedule just a little bit, but all the other teams are just seeing this same type of height disadvantage. And like you mentioned, the physical.
Yeah. Look at, and just the passing is crisp. Running the offense.
Very nice off to job. Brown with a soft shot. That's going to be an over the back.
She's going to get over the back, and McKenna knows better than that. She's a senior.
Yeah, she just didn't have position, did she? Here's a replay on that.
Yeah, she's just. Yeah.
Well done to Park City. That's number 30, Phoebe Marsland. Well done with great position, and that's going to send McKenna Garner to the bench with 3 fouls here.
She's bummed about that.
Only 2 minutes into the second quarter. So Wasatch will bring in just a little bit smaller lineup, but still very, very active.
And Park City just struggling penetrating or getting anything down low. They're just throwing it on the top of the key, which we saw the other night from both teams. When you don't penetrate that zone, it's a long night.
Well,
get her for
that shot is.
They called for the travel, coach. She travel? Is that why they called that off? Okay.
When we say coach, we're sitting here at the table. Corey Lang, right here with us. Corey running things. He's the resident expert on basketball.
Man,
well, they are trying to get that in there, but Ashley Garner coming down dribbling all herself. I'm not sure that's the shot that Coach Hull wanted right there.
She's probably got the green light though.
She might
not gonna. And she
There's
squares
a soft
up.
jumper.
There you go.
That's number 23, Lily Hunt.
She just checked in. She hasn't been in the whole game.
Hunt, that is her 3rd point.
I would venture to guess 45 for Kimchi is Park City's best player, and she is just she's bringing the ball down. She's playing low on defense. She's huffing and puffing. You can see her chest going up and down.
Katie Perry with the 3-pointer.
Yeah.
Wasatch 25-6.
Perry's going to be on her average.
Kimchi once again just trying.
Just no help. And what you're seeing is girls are just standing.
Right.
She's trying to it's a point guard's job to make it happen. You got to get it rotating around side to side, or you got to penetrate. She tries to penetrate, picture dribble up, cardinal sin, right? But when you do, someone's got to come and help you.
A slew of new minors kicking into the game here.
Good catch
that
and
shot
shoot.
looked like it was blocked actually by
got a little
Feely.
bit because she was squared up.
So Wasatch carrying a 25-6 lead. Still 3:30 left in the first half.
Great pass.
Ashley Garner once again. The assist from Feely. Is that what I believe?
Yep. Feely to Garner. She gives her a little, we call it a power dribble, and she goes straight up.
Park City once again just having trouble. Liz Houston
on the steal.
And Feely with a little putback.
Follow-up.
You do not see that too often.
No.
The little in-the-air putback. I mean, that is athletic. That's amazing. Oh, and they're going to call a little bit of palming of the ball.
Little 1-1 zone is what I'd call it, and it looks like Houston's picking up the ball at the top. She just turns and squares, and did she call that? Did she call that? Does that count?
Off the backboard, yeah. Lily Hunt.
Counts in high school ball.
29-6. This is so far Park City not able to figure out.
Again.
Feely once again.
All day long.
Ashley Garner is going to fight for that rebound, but it looks like not going to happen. I thought they might call a foul there on Feely.
They're letting them play, and you know what? I am absolutely okay with that. And we saw that in the boys' game too, Brant.
Yes.
The officials are letting them play.
Another steal, and Feely going to slow it down and run some offense.
Looks like she's got a new backcourt in. Got Price and
Feely's going to step up, take a little 12-footer. Good.
Price and Colette are in.
Right now you have 2 Wasatch players with 12 points each here in the first half.
Looks like Bailey Sweats made her first appearance today, number 33. She's in the low post.
Boy, a little reach there once again. That's not good. Again, Lily Hunt.
And they used the backboard. I told Coach Lang a story last week. The old Utah State coach said, if we didn't need the backboards, we could buy the football team more helmets, which meant use the backboards, guys.
Ashley Garner with a little shot. I thought Lily Hunt is on her. Lily Hunt can't be more than 5'8", 5'7".
Right.
And she's guarding the 6'2" Ashley Garner, and she really won the battle there, I felt like.
She is scrappy.
Made Garner have to step back, which is not something that I would think. Garner, there's a little
nice
soft
job.
shooter.
Yep. Little
flat-footed
on the zone.
And that's a little 4-0 run.
I'm not sure who called that timeout. I think it was Coach Hull. I don't think she liked what she saw. A little bit flat-footed, a little tired, and you just put almost a whole new lineup in. Keep that in mind. But they were just kind of standing, and number 2, what would we say her name was? Lyles.
Number 2 for Park City, Lida Lyles.
Nice job.
And while we're at a break here, you'll see some action from the replays. Stingtv. While we're doing that, we want to, once again, all these replays brought to you by our sponsors.
That's one Coach Hall didn't like. Standing flat-footed, and again, you penetrate the zone. That's how you're going to score on the zone. You got to make the zone move. If people just have to stand there and guard you, you're doing your job, right? So you got to move the zone, and then when it's moved, then you got to penetrate it as it's sliding around.
While we're waiting for action here, you see our sponsors once again on the screen. And our sponsors have really done a great job of committing.
Yeah.
And this is a community of committing. They are great.
They're awesome. And have used every one of them.
1 minute left. There's a three-pointer, no good.
Nice
Rebound goes
up.
to
I
Katy
like
Perry.
that shot.
So Park City comes down. They're on a 4-0 run. It is 31-10, but you'd love to go into half. Ken, feeling like you're doing something.
And a little momentum from Park City right here, guys.
Yep.
We got a few new girls out there, but same coach, same philosophy. You practice the same thing.
So if we have number 15 for Park City shooting 2. I don't have a number for her. I'm wondering if that's Charis Lunsford. The coach gave us the numbers, and I'm betting that's who it is because I don't see a 14 on the bench. So we're going to go ahead and maybe think that that's a senior, Charis Lunsford.
Big board.
This is Katy Perry bringing the ball down now while Feely has a rest.
Boy.
And again, normally it would be Cicely Clark.
Love the way they move the ball.
Shot no good, and here comes Park City. Three-point attempt is off the mark. The rebound and up, no good.
Wow, off of her head.
And they're going to go ahead and give that back to the Miners.
These Miners are scrappy. They're not backing down. They're overmatched, but not backing down.
There's a drive and score. Once again, Ava Kimchi.
We got a little run here.
Kimchi has been a part of many. Oh, there's another steal. 3 seconds left. The shot's up. No good, but you got to give the last 2 minutes to the Park City Miners there. That's a 6-0 run.
Coach Vito is beside himself. He likes what he sees there. Little inbounds play. We let her by. Nobody sets their feet. She just walks in for a layup. Stop ball. We saw that. Last couple games, and our last game, our Weber game, their leading scorer would just take it right down the middle. And I remember my coach referred to him 100 times. Stop the ball. You can do whatever you. I know you got a man, but you got to stop the ball first. So that's what we didn't do there.
Which they did early.
Yep.
And so you either call that a little resting.
Well,
or a little life
and I think
Park City.
And I think a little bit too, Brent, Park City wasn't as aggressive. They were standing on the top of the key, just kind of throwing it back and forth. And now they're making the zone move. They're penetrating the zone, which that's what you got to do to score on it.
Well, we thank you for joining us here on Stingtv. Halftime score is 31-12, and we're going to let you watch the drill team. Thanks for joining us here on Stingtv. At first they had him backwards. I didn't see that. I saw the blank and then this looks like we're getting ready to And welcome back, everybody. We are in the nest on the campus of Wasatch High School in Heber City, Utah. Thanks for joining us here on Stingtv. I'm Brent Martindale with Kim Purdy, Corey Lang. We're going to get him on mic here this half, and we're going to talk just a little bit, but Wasatch with a dominating 31-12 lead. However,
and her sister picks her up.
Feely,
almost.
There's a three-pointer, Kenna Garner.
Wow. You know, so we're again coming out pressed with how we move the ball. We start off there right away. Now listen, a better team's gonna pick that pass off. So
yes,
we can get away with it tonight, but still great passing. Moving our feet, we're in a little bit of a zone here.
Even though the big lead, Ken, we mentioned Park City on a 6-0 run to end that first half.
And here they go again, and they're moving the ball well.
And there's going to be a foul. If that's going to be on Kenna, that'll be her fourth. But it looks like it's not. It's going to be on Ashley.
I forget, Brent. We've got the players and fouls and what their points up there. That wasn't up last game. That's a nice shot. Great rebound.
Ashley Garner rips down another rebound. And here comes Wasatch. Katie Perry doing some
handles the ball well, doesn't she? And
Feely not starting here. The
turnovers.
Second half.
We didn't see that much in the first half, and we come out. We've almost commit one, and now we've thrown it away.
Is on the floor. My fault. Okay.
And that's it.
Well, you know, maybe this is a game of learning.
Yep.
And adjustments, and Park City making the adjustments. So
they're moving the ball. They're much more crisp, and they're getting open shots. Can't put them down. Swing the ball on the zone, right in the middle.
Feely gets
great
the pass. That is a great. That is written up, right, Corey?
Yeah, she's a special player. She sees the floor so well. I watched her do that in warm-ups, by the way.
But, you know, talking about Feely, there's another steal.
Again, she just sees
great anticipation.
She's
going to see and void. That's
Euro
a
step.
Little.
That's a tough shot, but
that's a tough shot for any player, but for a freshman.
Yep, she gets a little older. She'll be able to. That'll be money.
Talking about her just a little bit, you know, Ken and Corey, we've seen a lot of players over the years in this gym, girl players, some really good players that have gone on to Division I and other big places. Feely, as a freshman, yes, she's physical, and yes, she's smart, but she seems so willing to learn and wants to soak it up like a sponge. You just don't see that very often.
The assist with what you see, she's not getting the ball backing her down and throwing shots up. She's coming up with fantastic passes to her teammates getting the ball. There you go.
That's Ava Kimchi.
And again, moving it around, and we didn't see that in the first half. Matter of fact, Kimchi, her first shot was about 3 feet from the basket.
Yep.
So they got their.
Katie Perry with a three-point attempt in and out. There's Feely once again.
Nice
Feely
job,
with the offensive board. What, about 5 feet away from the rim? Just did a little soft jumper. And again, Feely.
She has 12 and
another steal.
Garner
Feely
has
freshman.
14. Oh no, they both have 14.
Not looking like a freshman.
Park City sitting back in his 2-3 zone, and we're moving the ball, and that's what you get.
Once again,
that's just textbook.
Garner.
That is just, hey, kudos to Coach Hull. That is a well-coached basketball team right there, gents.
Looking back right now, Ken, on the Max Preps list, Wasatch is ranked 3rd in the 5A right now.
Well, yeah, I did see that. And
that's not RPI, but still, that is actually it's 4th. Sorry, I said 3rd, 4th. Look who's on top there, Payson.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Payson,
and you wonder, you know, it's hard to read in the earlier in the season. Nice shot by Houston.
Ashley Garner.
Let me say Houston. I think I'm saying that right. Her name.
Liz Houston.
She is. She's probably got 4 or 5 steals this game. She is active, very athletic. And McKenna Gardner picks it up. And
just right now, Garner. Here's the replay.
So active,
moving the ball well.
Look at this.
It's all right.
You know, and I talked a little bit in the boys' game, making that entry pass.
There was the little
above the head. If
jumper
you got to put a little sauce on it to get it in there, and
there's the vicious
man
offensive board and put back by Garner.
Tenacious. These girls play defense, and I like Coach Hull's zone. You notice she's got 3 low, but she's got 2 girls that are extended out. Houston is on top normally, and they might be a little man-to-man right here. Houston's on top, but they're going to pick them up man-to-man. And Coach Hull told me for the game they switch it up, which I really like. Job number.
Not sure why.
Why don't we have?
We didn't see Cicely Clark in the first half, but she is actually.
Is that
saw her warming up?
Is this number 3? Because I don't have.
No, that's Cicely Clark. Yeah.
Yeah, she nice job on defense, and she came down. She kept her in front of her, moved her feet.
Cicely, like we said, normally is either one of the starters or the first off the bench as a point guard. So in there right now, not sure if she was hurt earlier and they were just using her sparingly, but
and I'm gonna have to apologize, Brent. I got a roster from. That's a nice shot. I got a roster from Max Prep, and it's different from the roster. I'm calling the wrong one.
Okay. Shot up by Park City off the back rim. You know, before though, and there's Kimchi, shot is blocked. And I don't know if it looked like it might have been Ashley Garner, but I think Katie Perry actually had a hand on it first.
Well, Coach, I've got number 3 on this main roster. I'm showing it's Reagan Price.
Reagan Price, okay. Yeah, that is definitely not Reagan Price. That is Cicely Clark, normally number 1.
Okay. Made some jersey changes.
Yep. Here's the replay on the block shot. Yeah, see, it looks almost like, but still, if it wasn't Katy Perry, it wasn't getting past Ashley.
Right.
So
right. Active on defense.
Kenna Garner will shoot a couple.
The senior looks comfortable right
I'm going to say I've watched McKenna Garner for the last, so this is the 3rd season I've watched her play a little bit at obviously the varsity level. Her shot has improved so much. She has just worked so hard just on that little extra touch. Across the board. Is the mic work? We're going to welcome Corey Lang. Corey's running the board, but Corey, talk about the shooting.
Well, you and I, we called all the games last year together and watched a lot of these girls. And one of the things that stands out to me is I'm just so impressed across the board with the improved shooting. They look more comfortable shooting. Nothing's forced, and it's all within a system. And they're not forcing and taking things and trying to get it over.
And that's a good point. There's shots that are ill-advised. They're turning, they're squared up, and nice release. They're not falling. Not a lot of them are falling.
And it's really quick. If it's not there, it's off to the next person, and they're looking.
Yep, absolutely.
It's a great system, and the girls they're getting the right spots, and because they're in the spots, they're in a place to succeed right away when they get it.
Lily Hunt for the Miners hits the second free throw.
Wide open
43 to 17. Wow, Katy Perry.
And that's what I'm talking about, getting to the right spots. Yep. They're in a position to succeed all the time.
Right. Coach Hull on coaching up 100%. Coach, this Coach Hull is a basketball junkie, if there's ever one.
That's right. 3-pointer good.
And it showed.
And that's Lily Hunt. Once again, Lily Hunt has come alive.
And she is excited.
That's 5 points here. Had 5 points in the first half. 5 points here just in the third quarter. Still with Hunt again. Oh no, that's not Hunt. We've got to give the credit where it's due. That's number 15. We're thinking that's Charis Lunsford.
Yeah.
But Park City on a run again, once again here.
Coach Hull's gonna.
Coaches, we're looking at, yes, it's a 25-point lead for Wasatch. But what type of things is Coach Vito looking for here with his girls down 25?
Possessions. Like if you were looking at this as hockey or soccer, shots on goal kind of a thing, they haven't been able to have good possessions where they're getting those shots at the rim. They've been turning over, and part of that is credit to the Wasatch defense and putting that pressure up and on the perimeter so well. But so if Coach Vito, in my mind, is going to be working on ball control and possessions, getting a good possession, because when they can beat it with the passing and getting the set, they do a decent job.
Right.
It's when they put the ball on the floor and try to do too much that it
Not
falls apart.
great finishers, right? They'd have more points if they did, but they're getting in the right. They're like you talked about spots. They're getting in the right spots, and we're a little flat-footed. We came out first of the game. We're active. Now we get a little flat-footed in that zone. So this extension, this is like a box and one, Corey.
Feely again with another steal.
We haven't called her name very much, and nice job bringing it down, under control, setting the offense up as a freshman.
She just
Come on now, that's a nice move. Great job. Great job.
Going to call that a block shot. That's once again a
Good for her.
Yeah, really.
Did we call
That's Lila Hunter for the Miners. I feel like Hunter's come in a couple times and really made a difference here.
Yeah.
There's a pass down
great
low
pass.
once again.
Hey, all these girls can pass. These Wasatch girls,
Possession's going to go to Park City.
you get what you emphasize, right? So
Yep.
you're seeing nice, crisp passes. Yeah, we got a little box and one here.
Little give and go there.
And I like
for Park City.
the passing in that. If they play with the pass and beat things with the pass, they're so much more
Corey,
successful.
one more pass behind. That's an
What I
easy
was
bucket.
wondering, yeah.
But they're not there yet. Again, scrappy team, and there's a turnover.
Here come the Miners. Miners doing another run. The lead was 30.
Wow.
It is 25.
Guys,
Park City.
I apologize. Who is number 3 again?
Cicely Clark.
Cicely Clark. Kudos to her. She's working the top of that zone, moving her feet. Took a hard pick, and then turned and stole the ball.
Yeah, there's the replay
Yeah,
right there.
You bring that ball down. My coach used to call us the pygmies. If you put it down in the pygmies, we're going to grab that ball. Nice
Great
pass.
pass by Feely.
Super job.
Down low that time. Shot.
When you bring the ball down like that, the smallest guy on the court
That's what he said.
is just as tall as you at that point.
He just said, don't bring it down, let the pygmies, and I was the pygmy. Great job.
Great
no
position
call.
there.
Great no
That's
call.
Bailey Sweat.
Great no call.
Fantastic position there. Causes the turnover. Cicely
There
Clark
you go.
driving in.
Very
Beautiful.
nicely done. Very nicely done.
That's the Cicely Clark
Man.
we saw last year and earlier in this season. We're gonna have to check out what exactly would be the reason why she was sitting out that first half. Maybe just using her sparingly after another steal by the freshman right at the buzzer. So Park City's showing mettle here, but
still too much athlete, right?
here's some replays.
Too much athlete.
Here's the Cicely Clark move. So once again, we thank you for joining us here on Stingtv. And maybe we can do a sponsor while we're talking about the teams a little bit. We want to mention our sponsors once again. Gucci Goo Barbecue. It sounds like it's Ken's favorite place.
I love it. We love it. We just found it about a year ago.
Labor
and
Chevrolet.
It is our go-to.
We also want to recognize Phone Doc, but also this time around you're going to see one of our new sponsors, Twisted Sugar. They're on the screen there right now.
So good.
Twisted Sugar in Midway.
Pac-12 championship. We sent the girls out to Twisted Sugar, and they came home with cookies. Oh, so good.
And sorry, I mentioned Midway. Twisted Sugar is in Heber City.
Yeah, it's on Main Street. Yep.
Twisted Sugar right now going to give away lots of Christmas prizes throughout the month of December.
Oh, you got to
You
get
can
there.
follow them on Instagram to stay in the know. They are giving away gift cards, drinks, cookies, twisters, and swag. Don't miss it. That's one of our sponsors, Twisted Sugar of Heber City, Utah. We'll talk more about them too a little bit later. And here we go, the fourth
Very
quarter.
active.
Miners, I feel like have learned a lot. They're making adjustments, although Still just a few too many turnovers. And but they have 8 points that quarter for the Miners, 12 in that second quarter. Sorry, only 8 points. Excuse me, 8 points in the second quarter.
Just not on the same page there. She rolled one way and Feely threw it the other way. Love how they're moving the ball.
Shot
turning
off
square up. Boy, I'm with Corey. You got to give it to Park City. They're getting in the right spots. Just can't get them to fall.
On the floor currently for Wasatch, Bailey Sweat. Oh no, sorry, that's not Bailey Sweat anymore. That's Amelia Brown. Shot off the mark, but there once again.
Just not squared up there. She
was
that
time
little
not
off,
as much as previous. Yeah.
Yep, a little off, but athletic nonetheless to get that rebound.
As we mentioned, Feely Liava'a on the court. Liz Houston, Cicely Clark.
I love this defense.
Amelia Brown and
in the backcourt.
Ashley Garner is a great pass.
That is a great pass.
Just in and out, and Ashley Garner once again. Wish we had our statistician here. We can see how many points.
It looks like, and McKenna's been in foul trouble, so we haven't seen her a lot tonight.
A little soft
job
there.
Nice job. Boy,
Feely,
we call that breaking ankles, don't we? And I think she just broke her ankles.
She had the crowd here falling over.
I think Park
admiring
City,
that.
Coach Vito wanted to push, wanted to player control on us, but didn't get that call.
A little Michael Jordan push, is that what we're calling it?
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. The old Byron Scott, or no, who was our guy that he pushed off?
Brian, yeah. Oh, there's no push off.
Nope,
that's just breaking ankles.
Yep, it absolutely is, and then turning squared up.
That's going to be one of the highlights of the season right there.
That's called basketball camp right there. That used to get our coaches crazy when you did a fundamentally sound move like that.
Feely will come off, and Ashley Garner will come off. 5:45. I'm not sure we'll see them again tonight. And this is Lily Hunt at the line, makes the first and the second.
One of the things Coach Hull said before the game, guys, is she goes, these girls like playing together. They play well together. They mesh, and they enjoy each other, and you can tell.
Lily Hunt, who just made those 2 free throws, she's leading the Miners right now with 12 points. And a near steal.
Nice job.
By Leah Yeager.
And that is just a hustle play. Again, so much heart out there on the Miner side.
They're taking a look on the bench. You have starters now. All the starters, with the exception of Kenna Garner.
Looks like Houston's still in as well.
And Houston on the floor. So
nice job, cleared it out. And shot clock violation.
And there's his first shot clock violation of the night. You're not going to see that too often.
New to us, new to them, right?
Yes.
New to them.
You know, I can think of a lot of teams that we watched last year in this region. I can't think of one that's going to be affected by the shot clock.
Really?
I mean,
yeah.
And that hasn't always been the case.
Right.
I just think that's
great entry pass.
And McKenna Garner, great position, just stand straight up.
Love to see her get going in this game too, because she's been in foul trouble and not been a part of that. That's it.
Cicely Clark.
Wow.
A little diamond drive right there. Clark for another bucket. 4 points here.
Again, Coach Hull encourages that. You see it. She didn't want you sitting and looking at it. Go ahead and take it if it's there.
Ava Kimchi.
Cicely Clark has been the spark this half. Absolutely. What grade is she in?
She is a young one. She was last year was the 6th man as a freshman.
Nice shot.
Doing this as a sophomore this year. There's Liz Houston.
Clark
thought about that long 3-pointer. Kenna Garner thought about it, shot it, just a little bit off
catching
mark.
Fire. Oh, there we go.
Well, you hate seeing that at the end of the game.
but just hustle play, right? That's a nice pass.
Ava Kimchi just really impresses with ball control.
Man, these girls working hard, but they're going so fast.
Yeah.
But that was a great move. Take nothing away from them on that.
Foul charge before any shot, so
Kimchi, great pass
fourth.
down low.
Here's the Cicely Clark drive.
Wow.
Just a great
stab you in the heart, right?
Foul was charged to the Wasp. There's a shot up, no good.
Man, one too many dribbles. She should have turned and squared up with that. One
Amelia
too many
Brown
dribbles.
with the rebound. All the starters now off the floor for Wasatch. 3:36 left. Three-pointer Cicely Clark just a little off the front rim.
Cicely got the green light, especially with the score where it's at.
Clark also one of the multi-sport athletes. She was a forward, I believe, for the soccer team, the Wasatch team this year.
Really? And it shows, right? Talked to Coach Wheatley right before the game, and we were talking about some of the banners up in the rafters there, and he said those teams, those girls basketball teams had 1 and 2 sport athletes. They all played something else. A lot of them, and he was a recipient, a lot of them played soccer. And he goes, we made the semifinals every year those girls were with us.
And that's becoming less often, of course.
We see it. Yeah, it's tough nowadays too, isn't it?
Soccer, they do so much extra time.
Gosh.
It's amazing they can do. That three-point shot, no good.
Nice move and shot. God, wow. Cicely Clark, I'm kind of in awe of a lot of these players because I haven't seen them before, and I am really impressed.
So curious as to know what's going on there. I know, again, talking with Audrey Hull earlier this week, and she's just been really impressed with the play of Cicely, and of course all the players at this point. Cicely almost considered one of the starters,
right?
But she's like usually the first man off the bench, and here's that replay.
Nice.
Yeah, that's just a soft.
I think you're a product of good coaching, right? Yeah. I mean, Coach Hull is not going to brag about it, but she fundamentally, these girls look great, and that's on the coaching staff.
Rebound that time for Wasatch by Bailey Sweat. Clark running the offense as the point guard now.
Miners.
Also on the floor for Wasatch is Izzy Palmer.
Miners in a man.
Bailey Sweat shot up. That time by Bailey Sweat. She's going to get a couple free throws.
Miners that fall back, get out of the zone. They played some man. You'd like to see Bailey turn and square up. And,
just
have
a little bit more. Yeah, just like that. But Bailey Sweat is a junior. And again, nice shot there.
Coach
Hits
Hull,
the first one.
They'll work on that. But great, again, the entry passes, these guys, I am blown away.
Bailey will shoot her second. And
nice
again,
follow-through.
Beautiful shot.
Very nice shot.
55-22. This is the biggest lead of the night now for Wasatch.
Yeah, Wasatch stay in their zone, and it's been effective.
A minute 45 left here in this game, and that is a block shot.
Good job, man. Just a nice job by.
That's Ava Collette and Cicely Clark.
Whoa, she's taking over
putting on a show here in the fourth quarter.
Izzy Palmer, is this number 2? Am I correct?
I believe so. It shows on here.
That was a fantastic pass.
Yes.
She got the rebound and did not hesitate. Didn't look to put, and that's unselfish basketball too, Brent. When you see that, she didn't grab it and immediately start dribbling the ball. Her teammate was down, open down court. She kicked that out and got the break started.
Clark misses the free throw on the three-point play, and that shot will be off the mark, and Wasatch will take over. A minute 21 left here in the fourth quarter. 57-22. I was wondering, there's the block shot, and here comes Cicely Clark.
Wow.
That's just a little magic right there.
And I don't know if that's a Euro step or not. I don't know. People probably look at that. That's not a Euro step, Ken, but
I don't know. That's close to a Euro
it
step.
does look like that. I don't know what the actual definition of it, but that's some body control. There's also this thing called a jump shot. Just plant your feet and go straight up, straight down.
Right.
It's another 3-point.
3-point attempt just off the mark.
She's squared up. She just can't get it to fall.
That's Sophie Shep.
You know what?
Cicely
If you give her,
Clark almost made that one. Yeah, they're just almost.
Yeah.
She's just figuring out a way to get past everybody.
If you're just going to stand and reach, she's going to go around you.
And
nice
that
block.
Shot is blocked. I believe that's Bailey Sweat once again.
Listen, you see more complaining about officials when games are tight, but I'm telling you what, I'm impressed with this crew tonight. They're letting them play. Not a lot of stoppage. That's a nice look.
Shots up, no good. The rebound once again by Ava Collette. This will be the final shot of the game. 2 seconds, 1 second, and there's not going to be a shot. This is a big, big win.
Yep.
57 to 22.
Very. And again, what an epitome of non-selfish basketball. She doesn't try to go to the hole, make the highlight reel.
Right.
She keeps it over by her coach at the timeline. Lets it go out. That's classy as well, right? Product of coaching right there.
So once again, we're going to be talking just a little bit. We're going to try and get an interview with Coach Hull. Corey Lang's going to take over here.
And we're playing the Cotton Eye Joe, but I think we ought to maybe tell the viewers, if you're not from Wasatch, the Park City-Wasatch rivalry, we have always been the Hicks. They are the...
This is about the 8th time I've heard this song.
Yes.
Between the freshmen and the varsity game.
We play to it a little bit. We usually show up in boots and cowboy hats, trying to be trying to own that persona. But great game, Corey.
Sorry. We're gonna try and grab Brent down there with Coach Hull on the sideline.
I am blown away. We just got he's unmuted. Is he on?
We're with Audrey Hull, the head coach, Wasatch High School girls. Wow, Coach, what a show against Park City. Tell us just a little bit what was working right from the start.
Well, this was our first home game, and the girls wanted to protect the house. And we wanted to come out and play our game the way we could play basketball. So they came out with a lot of energy, got a really great start out on Park City, and just kept it rolling. So I'm really proud of the girls. They played hard, they didn't let up, and played a really good ball game.
Success you've had in the last few weeks, you're now 7-1. What are you attributing right now as your one of your strengths? I mean, what are the strengths of your teams against teams that you're playing right now?
The strength of my team is my team loves each other. They love to see their teammates succeed as much as they want to succeed individually. So if we can keep that going where we play together as a team, I think we'll continue to improve and get stronger and stronger.
Cicely Clark didn't play the first half, nursing an injury, or what might be happening with her?
She'll get more time in the future.
And we're just thoroughly impressed by everyone, all your starters. But Fili Liava'a, what do you say about a freshman? Is she she's learning and growing? What can you say about this freshman?
Well, she's an outstanding player. She still has a lot to learn, but she's such a gifted athlete. And we talked before, she's one of the strongest freshmen I've ever seen. A lot of times the freshmen can't play varsity because of their strength issues, and she's as strong as anybody. And so she comes and she's only got one speed, 110%.
57-22, big win for Wasatch High School tonight. Coach Hull, thanks for taking a minute with us.
Thank you.
Okay. Corey, Man, so we said it while we were standing up here. Coach Hull is being super humble because that is a product of that young lady's coaching ability.
And I am so happy and
Wow.
so proud of Coach Hull because she's waited it. She's paid her dues. She has coached and stayed here for
Yep.
years, just waiting for an opportunity to showcase what she's capable with the team. And you can see it, as she said, the strength of this team is the love they have for each other. It is truly a team game going on out there, and it's just fun to watch.
She is a Kentucky Wildcat fan.
I won't hold it against her, but
And you know what? She loves basketball, and you can see it. You can see it transfer to her team. Just the fundamentals, the passing, unselfish play. I was more impressed with the assists than I were some of the finishes. Right, finishes were great.
well, and we saw that on display of amazing talent on the floor
Yeah.
between some of these players.
Man.
I mean, but nobody feels like it's their team.
Right.
Everybody's making a play for somebody else.
Right. And okay, so I guess, too, that we're saying team, we're saying unselfish, but you've got some ballers there, right?
Yes.
So McKenna Gardner and her sister, Ashley, I mean, they're phenomenal. And then you add Feely, who is, like we've said, we've seen a lot of good players come through. One that Kim Parker comes to mind for me. And this young lady is the real deal. I mean, I saw that. I pulled the stats before I came, and I'm like, okay, I don't know her. And I came here and I found her in warm-ups and just sat there and watched her, and she was doing the same thing in warm-ups to do in the game, which is hard to do, right? There's a lot of people that can come out there and be the warm-up king, but then when the whistle goes, it doesn't transfer. Man, she's the real deal.
She is. It's so fun to watch. It's refreshing. It was an enjoyable night of basketball, and you saw that, you heard that with the fans, the student body,
Yeah.
really getting into some of these moments. If you haven't, we'd love to have you watch us, obviously, but if you have a chance to come down here and watch these girls play this year,
Sure.
you better take that opportunity.
Bring your
it's fun.
phone, and you can put your headphones and you can listen to it and you can be here live because, yeah, that was exciting. You said it best. I think once this is their first home game, I think when more people hear about how well these girls are playing, they're going to start packing this house.
Yeah, you'll see it. You'll see more and more crowd, I think, because that's a fun style and a fun way to watch a system and people just making plays for each other, unselfish, and they can play.
Right.
They can shoot. They're getting to the spots. It's just enjoyable basketball to watch.
Kudos to Park City. Outgunned tonight. I mean, physically, we are the better team. But the hustle, the heart. You said it best, Corey. The second half, they started getting in their spots. Can't finish. They're just, they're a little bit of ways from having girls that can score and finish, which is tough. And you see why they have been struggling. But I was impressed tonight for coming in. And there's some Brent and I talked about it earlier. There's some blowout losses that these young ladies have went through, and they're still out there hustling. So kudos to Coach Vito and the Miners tonight.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you can detect talking to Coach Hull. Yeah, she is never very quick to say, oh, yeah, we're doing this right. She's saying, well, we've got some work to do, but I can see it in her eyes that she is happy with the progress. And but I also can see she's going to push them. And I think the girls like that. They like that about her. So
Yeah, you can tell that they've bought into her system
Yeah.
already. It's translating. Her style, Coach Hull's stamp, is all over this game.
So, one of the things assistant coach, we've all Coach Martindale, obviously, very long in the tooth coaching. But I want to mention some of her assistants, Shaylee Fackrell-Spearden, assistant Chuck Hardman. Chuck Hardman's been assistant for quite a few years. He had a daughter that was a phenomenal player. Janae Hershey, Caitlin McMichaels, and then there's one other assistant coach. I don't think I have him on here, so I apologize to him. But what a great staff. What a great staff.
Well, and it's amazing. They all, watching them in their pregame, and I went to a couple of their practices, they just all have their specialty areas. I'm sure they're all experienced with everything. But, again, well used.
Yeah, it transcends. I mean, that is an extension of Coach Hull right there. And she said before the game they love playing with each other. She's right.
And she says that's their best thing.
Yeah, And well, she doesn't have to say it. They're a super talented team. They're going to be really fun to watch this year.
Well, and looking at some of these replays, we're seeing some highlights. Ashley Garner.
Well, that's textbook.
Yeah, and it's like it's not something that she's acting like a ball hog, I don't think, at all.
Right.
I think, like you kept saying, they've got green lights, but Ashley does all her work in the paint. She's able to.
And again, someone we didn't mention, I've said a few times, is McKenna Garner got foul trouble real early, so we didn't get to see her a lot as well. I mean, she's the second or third leading scorer on this team. When you talk about stats, it's Lila, it's the Garner sisters.
Yeah.
And they are a talented team, and then that young lady right there.
Yeah, that's
taking it to the basket. She came alive in the second half. And again, I forget her name. Number 3, you guys have mentioned her, Cicely
Clark.
Man,
yeah.
She was fantastic, and nice pass down court.
So as you're watching these replays, the loss for Park City drops them to 0-4 on the season. Their next game, they will be on the road at Kearns, and then they finally have a home game on Monday the 12th against Cedar Valley. Wasatch will go on the road for a little bit. Now they have not a home game until Tuesday, January 3rd. And that's what's and in between there,
they've
got
teams.
A lot of tough teams.
Yep.
So I think, Ken, what you're talking about, they're really going to test their mettle over the next 3 weeks.
Well, and I think I said a couple times, you're going to get away with passes that you threw tonight that you're not going to get away with a good team. And Coach Hull's going to see that on film as well.
Well, some of the teams they will play now don't have a game till next week, Wednesday the 14th at Westlake. And then it looks like a tournament where they're going to play amongst teams. They're going to play Pleasant Grove, Mountain Ridge, both 6A schools. Hunter's also a 6A school, and then American Heritage. And now I'm not sure if all that is one tournament, but that's all before school is out. Those
that's a lot of games.
We'll have a lot of games that last week of school. And then they do have, like we mentioned, their home game January 3rd against Judge Memorial. And still lots of games before finally the region play on January 13th. And again, that's going to test their mettle too. You're talking about some of the best teams in the state are right here in Region 9.
Well, Morgan always puts together a great girls program. They're going to be tough. North Summit's going to be tough. Man.
Well, we want to thank you for joining us. Final score is 57-22, a big win for Wasatch. They go to 7-1 on the season. And but again, they're going to be looking forward to some big challenges. We want to thank again our sponsors, Labrum Chevrolet, Gucci Goo Barbecue, the Phone Doc. We also want to mention one more time the Twisted Sugar. Twisted Sugar, as we mentioned earlier, going to be giving away lots of Christmas prizes.
If you are setting home at Christmas break, you've got to get Twisted Sugar.
Yep.
Your family will love you.
Yeah, they're big. This little giveaway stuff they're doing all over the next few weeks. You can follow them on Instagram. And that way you can know everything that they're doing. They're giving away, like we mentioned before, gift cards. Look at this list. Gift cards, drinks, cookies, twisters, and swag. Swag, I would like some swag.
Yeah, there you go.
I'd like some swag.
I love the name, too. Twisted Sugar.
Once again, follow them on Instagram. That's Twisted Sugar of Heber City. And we want to thank them. And
I don't think they make a bad cookie, by the way. They've got a big selection. I tried everybody's cookie in the room, and they were all fantastic. So,
all right. Well, for Corey Lang and the crew, good job, everybody. And for Ken Purdy, I'm Brent Martindale. Thanks for joining us here on Stingtv. Once again, final score. Sorry?
The next 2 days, wrestling.
I'm so glad you mentioned that. Final score here tonight, 57-22. Big win for Wasatch. Now, for the next 2 days, here on Stingtv, a huge wrestling event. There will be Stingtv all day long, right? For both Friday and Saturday. It's one of the big fun events here. There's going to be wrestling mats all over.
8 varsity mats going on.
8 varsity mats. Holy smokes.
And not just some of the best wrestling in Utah, some of the best wrestling in the country. I mean,
There are some out of state, right?
Utah puts some wrestlers on the map. So, yeah, it's going to be amazing.
Well, and that's a big invitational for Wasatch or the wrestlers. I believe that's just the boys team. It will be girls. Awesome. Well,
and
for those
and Stingtv has a for the next 2 days, they will have camera on every mat going, so you'll be able to go on YouTube, pick the match you want, and pull that up, and be able to see
that's awesome.
A relative or your favorite wrestler. And then I believe Corey is going to try to do the championship round. We're going to try to announce that.
That's awesome. Yeah, well, we'll have all of that scheduled for you. So thanks for joining us once again on Stingtv.
Man, this looks so cool.
That is awesome, freaking cool. Well done, everybody. Good job.
Next up is stats.